Chapter 18. Argent rested and made sure to be in top shape before the battle with the Scorched Dragon. Vel grinned. The two are now in the same dimension Veldanava and Argent fought in. Although, another feature was added in this dimension. Solid ground was added. This is done for the people sparring to have some foothold and not just float in space. 4 people are currently standing in this place. Argent and Velgrind will be the ones fighting. Veldanava and Late are watching the fight and making sure the dimension doesn't cause problems outside. Since true dragons, if they fought, can cause catastrophes that can affect even when in a different dimension. Alright, you two. Are you ready to fight? Asked Veldanava, who was in between the two. Who both nodded. Remember, this isn't a fight to the death. If one of you gives up or is knocked out, the other is the winner. I'll interfere if it starts getting too serious and may cause one if not both of your death, explained Veldanava, looking at the two seriously. Well then, begin. Veldanava took his distance to where Late was and made a barrier for the two of them. Meanwhile, the two who are meant to fight have already started as the words left Veldanava's mouth. Velgrind, wanting to finish this as fast as possible, used her burning breath again at Argent, which he dodged and made several magic circles aiming at Velgrind and fired. The magic Argent fired didn't do much damage to Velgrind. This did not faze Argent one bit, as he already fought Veldanava, which most of his magic arsenal is also useless. He tried physical attacks. He darted toward her, planning on landing a punch filled with battle will to her face. She grabbed the fist that was in front of her. She then raised Argent, using his arm to throw him to the ground, which Argent changed his position mid-air to land in his feet. He tried a kick to her side that she blocked with her arm and moved her right fist to his stomach. That made contact, pushing Argent several meters away. This is getting nowhere, muttered Velgrind as she made magic circles all aimed at Argent. The tens of flame base attacks continuously fired at Argent non-stop. Argent used both magic attacks to counter some while using barriers to block others. A few still managed to hit him. Thanks to Veldanava's body, the damage was minimal. Then a large magic formation appeared in his feet. He could hear Velgrind say the words, "Scorch Circle," a magic attack that was a superior version of Ifrit's Flare Circle. Argent burnt, and did his best to escape the formation. Agar. Quote. Once outside, everyone can see his body all burnt up, leaving marks that looked like second-degree burns in his entire body. Argent Sama. Argent can hear Late's voice in the far distance, but he doesn't have the luxury to lose focus. Are you giving up yet? Asked Velgrind. If his body wasn't made by Veldanava, it would have left no trace of Argent. Not only that, only Velgrind and Veldanava knew, but the Scorch Circle has been imbued by Velgrind's ultimate skill as well, making it much hotter than it normally should. Velgrind's respect for Argent, not that she knew she had any, rose by a lot for tanking that attack and only leaving with that much damage. I guess Big Brother's creation of his body should be complimented for its durability as well. Argent used his ultra-speed regeneration to heal himself. Normally it would have healed instantly, but for reason he didn't know, it was slower than usual. Thankfully, Velgrind didn't plan on attacking him while he healed himself, showing him some leeway for tanking her attack. Once completely healed, he had to change his tactics, if not he'll lose quickly. Using Form, Hide and Flash Step in succession, Argent appeared in front of her. She dodged the sword slash after sprouting her wings and flying. Argent followed her and flew as well. So that is the sword that Big Brother gave you? Asked Velgrind as she launched a great flaming pillar at Argent. Ah yes. It feels cheating using this super durable body already. But I can't exactly not use this weapon, replied Argent, slashing the pillar with his sword. Ho! You seem to be underestimating me. You think a mere sword can change the tides of this battle? Asked Velgrind, with her words laced with anger. No. Even with the sword I can't win. But I might be able to damage you even a bit. You sure or arrogant? Why don't I show you when I'm serious then? He used his sword and rushed to Velgrind. Using his speed, he made a horizontal slash from the sides, aiming for Velgrind's body. Ching! Velgrind also materialized a sword of her own. The blue dragon sword made from her own magicules. A broadsword that is comparable to mythical grade. She blocked the attack and made a quick slash at Argent, which caused Argent's arm to be heavily wounded. She didn't stop there. She also fired several Scorch Blast. Crap. Crap. Can't dodge. Scorch Blast is similar to the fireball of the fire element. However, instead of the normal fire, this one uses Velgrind's Scorch element, making it several hundred times hotter. Once the attacks subsided, what could be seen from where Argent once was is an ice ball with a height of 3 meters. It was the Nitrosphere, a mix of great magic from the water and ice element. This is an Argent original spell. It uses an improved version of Water Jail called Hydro Ball that was then frozen. The sphere exploded, showing Argent, his arm still regenerating. His body scorched, showing his muscles in some parts of his body. Clothes all burnt up, showing his naked body. The most notable thing is his expression of pure euphoria. Ah! He's enjoying this too much again, Veldanava said, watching everything unfold. Again. Veldanava Sama, Light, who heard his voice, asked. Well, when we fought here, it was a normal sparring just like now, although less brutal. Then when Argent suffered a major damage, he started smiling creepily. You could say it might be due to being a demon and having an unstable soul previously. That has made a part of him warp. That smile means he's enjoying the fight so much that he'll do everything to make it last longer, explained Veldanava. He even made a black hole. Ha ha ha, now this is very fun. Argent raised his arms spread wide. Clothes once again covered his body. He rushed to Velgrind, who landed to the ground. She used Scorch Blast once again to attack Argent. But this time the attack was slash. Velgrind prepared her sword for the battle. The two then fought using their sword for several minutes, with the occasional punch and kicks from Velgrind. Velgrind is more of a hand-to-hand fighter than a swordsman, but using bare hands against an opponent could place her in a disadvantage. While Argent started getting even more serious. Velgrind is still the one who has the upper hand in the fight. Argent's body was a mess, yet he's still continuous. For his part, Velgrind has shown signs of being wounded, although only small cuts. Reasons being that the quality of their sword are just that different. While Velgrind's was a mass produce from her magicules, Argent's was a masterpiece of Veldanava. This is starting to be a pain. She casted several great scorch magic on all sides of Argent, trapping him in a prison covered in scorch magic. That's dangerous. There's even one above me as well. What to do? Quick, analyze it. Argent started analyzing the great magics. Although for some reason the magic seems to be different from the usual magics. They are strengthened, and Argent didn't know that. Even with thought acceleration. Come on, analyze it. More speed, more computing powers. I need more. If an extra skill can't handle it, give me a much powerful one. Confirmed. Extra skill Sage is evolving to the unique skill Great Sage. Successful. There. Argent was able to escape the magics just in time, although his leg got caught in one of the attacks. That was a close call. Ha ha ha. Argent laughed dryly. All right, let's continue. I'll make sure you stay down this time, Velgrind said. Scorching disaster. The entire area was replaced into scorching lands, which boasted several thousands of degrees. That wasn't the attack. It was an effect of the attack that is to come. In front of Velgrind, a palm-size glowing orb is floating. That then fired to Argent. The orb started growing bigger and bigger as it moves forward, leaving a trail of melted land in its wake. Cryo rampant. 10 gates. 10 walls of ice appeared in front of Argent. The walls couldn't do much from the orb, but it did slow it down for Argent by several seconds. And seconds multiplied by thousands via thought acceleration is more than enough for him. It took a while, but Cositus. Freezing hell. Using the new Great Sage's analytic ability and computing ability, Argent tried one of Rain's speciality. It was an attack that frees everything near in a 30 kilometers radius. If aimed at an individual, it could even freeze a Flame Lord solid. The target of Cositus is the orb, which was frozen in place after Argent placed all of his magicules in the magic. As an effect of the magic, the once scorching lands is now covered in ice. Ice, not snow. Completely covered by several inches of ice. Argent then dropped to the ground, showing his defeat in this battle. The three people all gathered to where Argent was. Veldanava ordered Late to bring Argent back, which left Veldanava and Velgrind in the dimension alone. So, did he pass your test? Asked Veldanava. He was able to injure me. So yes, he passes, replied Velgrind. That demon has piqué my interest, sure. I'll watch over him for you, brother. I'm glad that you accepted, smiled Veldanava. And also my other request. Quote, if he ever gets out of control, I'll take care of him. Obviously, I wasn't that serious in my fight earlier, so I should be able to dispose of him, said Velgrind. However, it feels like he wasn't serious either in the fight. I mean, halfway through he started getting stronger and better. That's because it hasn't even been a full 24 hours since he got his new body. He's still getting used to it yet. He also evolved one of his skills mid-fight. Not to mention the mental exhaustion of fighting 2 true dragons in less than a day interval. So you're saying he's stronger than what he showed in this fight? Quote, well, all I could say is, he wasn't lying when he said he could harm you with his blade, right? You shouldn't let your guard down because you're strong, said Veldanava. Brother, another question. How did he stop my scorching disaster? I couldn't see it clearly because of the steam coming from my attack and the walls of ice, asked Velgrind, curious. Of course it wasn't because she knew her attack was superior, but because it was imbued with her ultimate skill given to her by her brother. Understanding what she meant, Veldanava explained how Argent was able to stop it. Scorching disaster was indeed stronger than Cositus, especially with what you did. Argent also had less than a third of his magicules left. So even if he poured everything, it wouldn't be enough to stop it. Then how did he do it? Quote, it was because of the magicule orbs that I gave him. It should be stored inside him somewhere. He took the magicules that he needed and more to cast a Cositus that was several times stronger than normal. In a way, you both amplified your attacks at each other, said Veldanava. I see. Velgrind understood. He's quite cunning, that I mean Argent. Yes, he is. That's why he'll be perfect for his job. To be continued.